We start out by talking about the decimal system. So we have many different place values in our decimal system. This is the thousandths. This is the hundredths. This is called the tenths. This is the ones place, and most of the time this is actually called the whole number. This is the tens. This is the hundreds. And this is the thousands. So it keeps going in both directions, but these are the most important ones that we're going to be looking at. Okay, so we do have rounding rules. So basically we need to look at the number to the right of the decimal place that you're rounding to. And if the number is 5 or higher, you want to round up the number. And if the number is lower than 5, then you want to keep the number the same. So let's take a look at this example here. We have 7.283, and they could ask you to round this to a couple different things. They could ask you to round it to the nearest whole, or to the tenth, or to the hundredth. And you could get different answers, and probably will get different answers, depending on what they're asking you to round to. So first of all, let's round it to the nearest whole. So I want to look one place to the right. So I want to look at the tenths. So this 2 tells me to leave this 7 alone, and that's how I get 7. So if I start over and now round to the nearest tenth, I want to look at the hundredths. So this 8 tells me to round up this 2 into a 3, and that's how I get 7.3. And then lastly, if we round to the nearest hundredth, I want to look at the thousandths. So this 3 tells me to leave this 8 alone. So this would be 7.28. Okay, so looking at 1 through 3, they want us to round to the nearest tenth. So I'm looking at the hundredth. So this 3 tells me to leave this 7 alone. So it's going to be 5.7. Looking at number 2, this 4 tells me to leave this 4 alone. So it's going to be 8.4. And then on number 3, this 5 tells me to round up this 2. So that's going to become 6.3.